How's it going, everyone? My name is Machine Gun Hunt, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. Sorry I haven't been recently uploading. I'm kind of like going through redecoration in my room, and it's gonna be absolutely epic. It's gonna come out pretty soon. Recently there's been some debates going on with Vault Space, of course. Paul Tassi recently made a video talking about how we haven't had increase in Vault Space for almost 4 years, which is actually quite shocking, to be quite honest with you. Um, Here's the thing. Vault Space, I am an absolute addict. As you can see, 481, I'm basically at my max. And there's some weapons that, like, not that good, but then there's other weapons that I do appreciate. Like, for example, this Dire Promise right here is actually really good. Haven't tried it yet. Uh, Dire Promise, I could probably get rid of that, honestly. Yeah, I probably could. But there's so much weapons I just do not want to get rid of. Like, for example, this bad boy right here. This is like S tier sniper, surplus, snapshot, accurized rounds, corkscrew rifling. It even has a whole bunch of handling, all that stuff. I want to try it someday. So, a lot of times there's lots of things going on where people understand, oh, as a Destiny player and as a person who seeks out loot, we shouldn't be forced to delete something in order to go ahead and get the new things that are available. And I am absolutely 100% sure about this. And for some reason, some people debated about this. He's like, oh, just don't waste your vault space. But I like a whole bunch of stuff I haven't tried yet. Or I have a whole bunch of cool stuff that slash memories that I don't want to get rid of. So I'm going to give a suggestion. It's probably like the best suggestion ever. It's probably the worst suggestion ever. But I think it could at least get a conversation going. And Bungie, if you are watching this, you have the absolute right to use this idea. Just make sure you go ahead and do it. That's all I care. Anyway, I'm just going to show you this one particular thing right here. Some of you probably already know this. But what I can do is that I can go ahead and grab any exotic that I've already gotten. So it's pretty easy to do. Let's say I haven't used Telesto in the longest time, and I could go ahead and re-inquire this right now. It's pretty easy. Hey, not only that, I could do it with power weapons. I could even do it with exotic armor. There's a whole bunch of different armor that I can grab, and I could get whatever I want. So my thing is, what if it's possible to grab certain pieces of armor, like for example, this helmet right here, instead of like making it so that, oh, I cannot acquire with randomized gear, how about I can go ahead and acquire it, but instead of getting like the 46, I could save a certain armor piece. Let me explain. Let's say, for example, I have this little gauntlet right here. It has a good amount of recovery and a good amount of discipline. That's perfect for Warlock. So let's say, for example, there's an option right here, or like maybe right here or right here. I could save the armor piece. So I could do press, boop, simple as that. Then I could delete it, get rid of it. I could play the game as much as I want. But what if I said, I need a gauntlet that has really good recovery and really good discipline into the future? Well, it's quite simple. All I need to do is just check the gauntlet I have. So, Wildwood Gloves, I think that is a European Dead Zone gauntlet. So let's just go over there. I think it's just going to be World. And then boom, I can go right here and I could acquire it. It's kind of weird, I can actually acquire this right now. But what I can do, I can press triangle. I can go ahead and press this option right here and put in a previous role that was saved. And I could press it and then it could change the stats. Then I can go ahead and require it. I'll have the exact same gauntlet available. Now, I would say that you shouldn't have like 100 different slots available. I think 10 slots would be perfect for each character. So I could have like one slot here. Like, let's say, of course, I have like an end game like piece like from the the disciple. I could get like a chess piece here. I could have a corrupting echo piece right here. Not only that, I can also choose in between the the different types of armor I can get. I can either get the regular one, or I can go ahead and get the artifice armor one. It depends on what kind of rolls I get. But as long as I've acquired it before, I can just simply save it, and then I can go ahead and delete it and just have it there for safekeeping. So what I could do is, in order to do, if I did that, I could just go ahead and just choose a certain amount of armor pieces I have here. So I could like say, let's see here. Let's say this chess piece right. This is a really good roll right here. I can go ahead and save it, get rid of it right now. But as simple as that. So I could do it with all of these armor pieces. So I can do it with all of these heads. I could do it with all of these gauntlets, with all these chest pieces, all these boots. I have very rare, class items, but I have it there for sentimental reasons. But yeah, that could save a whole bunch of vault space. What about weapons? It'll actually even be better. So let's say I have corrective measure right here. I absolutely love this roll. Uh, Demolitionist and Dragonfly. So same thing here. I can go ahead and press save. I can go ahead and delete it. And then within, I don't know, like a month from now, I really need a good machine gun. I could go to collections, go to weapons, go to machine guns, and then boom, I can go ahead and go in here, press this little roll that I have here, Dragonfly and Demolitionist, and I could reacquire it absolutely no problem. And again, I think weapons should have like at least 10 saves, um, with probably its archetype altogether. So it'll be like 10 saves for machine guns, 10 saves for linear fusion rifles, 10 saves for rocket launchers, 10 saves for grenade launchers, and all that. So yeah, you could do all that, and you can have it so where you can have loads of vault space. If this is in fact a problem with how the game works, then hey, we can at least have a strategy to go ahead and keep the weapons that we want, but clear out some vault space. Now, I am not a Bungie designer with the code, with the UI, with how the data works, but we already have a tool in the game where we could reacquire weapons, and that is with exotics and armor. So I can go reacquire the Rat King right now. It's just that it's going to take a little bit more like information in order to keep the role that I want. Let's say, for example, we got like Hawkmoon, for example. Hawkmoon can get random rolls if it wanted to. So you can go ahead and do stuff like Hawkmoon and Dead Man's Tale, and you can also keep the perks as well. So yeah, that's my idea right there. I'm not sure if it's a really good idea, a really bad idea. It might actually cause an issue with, keeping up. Like if you want to collect weapons, then why on earth will you collect all of them? You could just save them, delete them, and use the materials in case you want them. I'm just throwing this idea out. I personally think it'll be a really good idea because it would save a lot of vault space, and you wouldn't require to increase the vault space, because eventually what's going to happen is, let's say we get 1,000 like pieces of vault. Eventually, it's going to be a whole bunch more content that we're going to need all that vault space, and eventually we're just going to go ahead and like maximize all that like gear. I guarantee you that's going to happen. And we're going to go through the same process all over again. This is more of a permanent fix, and I think it'll be pretty good. And heck, if you wanted to, if it starts to get a little bit too small, only having 10 saves, you could do 20 saves like in the future. So yeah, that's my idea. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go ahead to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And comment below on what do you think of this idea? Do you have any better ideas? And what's your opinion with vault space? It's always a heated argument within the Destiny community since day one. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good time. Remember, be excellent to each other.